A very welcome to all of you guys. So today we are going to discuss about the topic of virtualization. So now without any further ado, let me jump into this topic and let's start the discussion. So basically, what is virtualization? Virtualization is the creation of multiple operating systems on the same physical machine so as to achieve some benefits and reduce some of the vulnerabilities and limitations which we have when we use only one operating system or one instance of an operating system on a single machine. Virtualization. So now the formal definition comes to: virtualization is the process of running a virtual instance of a computer system in a layer abstracted from the actual hardware. Most commonly, it refers to running multiple operating systems on a computer system simultaneously. To the applications running on top of the virtualized machine, it can appear as they are on their own dedicated machine, where the operating system, libraries, and other programs are unique to the guest virtualized systems and unconnected to the host operating system which sits above it. The types of virtualization. Basically, virtualization can be classified into four broad categories. The first one is desktop virtualization. In this type of virtualization, we allow only one centralized server to deliver and manage individualized desktops. So here essentially one server, which is the main node, which is the central node, is used to deliver and manage individualized desktops. So in this case, we have a master-slave kind of architecture in which the master is used to control the client desktops. Now let's come to the next one, network virtualization. It is designed to split network bandwidth into independent channels to then be assigned to specific servers or devices. So here the network bandwidth is taken into consideration and it is divided into individual channels which are then assigned to specific servers or devices as per their needs. The third one is software virtualization. It separates applications from the hardware and operating system. So here we are separating the applications from the hardware and operating systems. The fourth one is storage virtualization. It combines multiple network storage resources into a single storage device where multiple users may access it. So now the question arises, why we need virtualization? Today's computers have tons of facilities and resources such as huge storage, faster RAM, high-speed processing power, etc., etc. But unfortunately, these resources are not getting utilized properly and a lot of electricity is ultimately misused. In order to solve this problem of underutilized resources of a computer, we need virtualization. In virtualization, we basically provide an virtual interface between the user and the host computer's hardware, which leads to creation of virtual machines or VMs, which can run in multiple instances on a single set of hardware. So in order to increase the efficiency and minimize the wastage of storage, RAM, high-speed processing, etc., we are using virtualization in which we are creating instances of different operating systems in the same physical machine, in the same desktop, in the same PC, so that we can use whatever OS we want or whatever instance we want as per our needs. So this is a pictorial representation of how virtualization actually works. So you have the physical components which are tangible components, and in between the physical and the virtual instances or the OSs, we have the virtualization. So the virtualization is actually implemented in practicality by making use of VMwares or emulators, such as the emulator which we use is VMware or VirtualBox. These are the emulators. So this is basically used for creating one interface between the hardware tangible components and the virtual instances of the operating systems which are going to be used on the personal computer. Now virtualization creates virtual hardware for the virtual machine. So here in this diagram we have some components, serial or parallel ports, USB controller, floppy or optical drives and controllers, mouse, keyboard, HBS, NIC or network interface cards, SCSI or ID controllers, processor, RAM, graphic card, storage, drive and serial or parallel ports. So in order to achieve the interfacing, we use virtual machine. So as I already discussed, we are going to create different examples or instances of the operating system, whereas all these components remain the same in a single machine. Many virtual machines can be created on a single host. Many virtual machines can be run on a single computer having different OS such as Windows, Ubuntu Debian, Ubuntu Mint, Fedora and whatnot. These operating systems are mounted on top of the VMware virtualization layer managed by the VMware workstation. So finally, let us come to the advantages of virtualization. So these are some of the points, although there are innumerable points I can mention about the advantages of virtualization, but for the time being, these are the most important advantages. So the first one is increased efficiency. The efficient utilization of hardware resources via the virtual environment. The second one is multitasking. Multiple virtual machines can be run on the same host computer system. The third one is manageability. The ability to move, copy and isolate virtual machines. The fourth one is sustainability. Energy savings by the way of less hardware and electricity. The fifth one is availability. The ability to snapshot, clone and run redundant virtual machines. And the final or the sixth one is security. Obviously, this is used for isolation of virtual machines and applications. Okay, so that was a short PowerPoint presentation and informative video from virtualization, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed, don't go away without liking, sharing as well as commenting down your suggestions in the comment section below, and do mention your feedback at the same place. So thank you guys for watching this far. I will meet you next time in a fresh video with a fresh content. Until then, keep exploring.